Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is No Dust here. We're going to do some more Budget Shaman ladder climbing. No epics, legendaries, or adventure cards. So let's hop into game. Okay, Paladin. Clockwork is fine if we pick up a Pyro. The Ooze is worth a keep, but I don't know if I want to play it on turn 2. Probably not, actually. I can Clockwork, Totem, and then Abusive Totem. Okay. Allows me to save the Ooze for... the best thing to Ooze is the True Silver Champ. The Light's Justice isn't really worth an Ooze. There we go. So this is a pretty straightforward play. Yeah, let's Totem up. I'm expecting a coin True Silver. Although it could be anything. We have no idea what this Paladin is planning. Okay, Coin Muster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you run Muster in every Paladin list. Maybe not necessarily every Paladin list, because if you're playing a more control-y list, you may run something like... do I want a Pyro Conceal? Or do I actually want to Ooze Abusive? No, I think a Pyro Conceal works best, but then I end up killing my own Totem. That's a bit tough, actually. Ooze Conceal? I think Ooze Conceal works, but I think I do want to... this is the best turn to use the Pyro spare part. It's a tough call because I'm losing my own Totem. And then this becomes vulnerable. You know, it's fine. I don't think I'm going to have many other opportunities to do the... The problem with the Conceal is that it actually gains no value because the Pyro deals damage and the Conceal gets rubbed away. So if it was any other Totem, I wouldn't have hesitated about that play. But because it was the 1-1, we're losing the 1-1's value. It's a little... it sucks a little, but, you know, what can you do? Okay, so I'm feeling a... I'm feeling a Murloc-a-din, but then a Murloc-a-din, like an Anyfin Murloc, an Anyfin list. I get the impression that Anyfin list is more defensive than lists because it's a control deck that aims to get to turn 10. Play your Murlocs. Okay, I mean, okay, so there's the Eldor. You are somewhat playing defensively. Okay, we can Abusive. I think I. Okay, this is the tough one. Juggle, Abusive, or do I... Yeah, Juggle, Abusive, and then Totem. If the Abusive... The worst outcome is if the knife from the Abusive ends up hitting the Aldor, I'm going to be in trouble. Not in trouble, it's just going to waste 1 damage, but... Best out... Okay, so that's not a great outcome, but, you know, it was... There we go. So we got the second one came up with a good outcome. The best outcome would have been knife into the Murloc, and then I used the Abusive Senjin to go in. Yeah. Okay. So this is a control. This is a control list. I am feeling. Okay. I can go Ooze Pyro Totem to get 3 knives. What's the alternative? I do want to Ooze another weapon. I think Ooze Pyro Totem gives me the best chances of clearing this thing. Okay, let's do it. I should have Totem first, actually. Okay. Okay, and then let's see the Pyro. See if the Pyro can get 1 more hit on the... There we are. Okay, so we can clear like this. And having the Taunts alive is actually really good against anything Paladin. It's not quite the time to have it alive. It's not quite the time where the Totem the Taunts are going to be useful because you want to throw down the Taunts blade on their turn 10 so the anything gets blocked. But we're still looking okay, especially with the Valiant in hand. And not the best. And I don't think this is anything. Now that you're playing this actually the Murloc Knight and sometimes the Murlocs that the Murloc Knight summons, they're not good for your Anyfin combo. So I'm getting the feeling that this is just control with some Murlocs, but you never know. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I can sacrifice the heal. This is a little rough, actually. I think we do this for sure. I think I do want to preserve the pyro. Okay, we'll preserve the pyro. And I'll keep the taunt totem. I'll keep the heal totem. The heal totem does more for me this turn. We have a good chance of proccing another taunt totem because we have 2 totems up. So it's a 50-50 to proc a taunt if we don't get consecrated here. You may well be running consecrate. Okay, is there a second muster? Okay, just a defensive. That's not great. We have a very powerful searing totem now. So I'm going to totem up. That leaves me with 6 mana. I think we are going to silence the Belcher. Yeah, we're going to silence the Belcher. And let's play around. I mean, you don't have Consecrate. You could draw it. Do I want to play around Consecrate or do I want to play... I mean, this plays around Consecrate anyway. Okay. This is a more greedy play. The result being, if I trade it in the Pyro, the Consecrate gets less value, and my Valiant is at a higher health total, so it's harder to remove. Okay, there it is. We need a Hex. I can dig for a Hex. I think it's better to dig for Hex. Or actually, it could be... let's dig for a Hex. Okay, I can still totem up, actually. So I can sack the Stone Claw, totem up again, send in the healing totem, get a freebie clear. Are we just... Oh, we're just done. Okay, I didn't notice that. We sort of curved out very well in this. I think really what did the job there was the Pyro Conceal. I think so. I think that was a key turn. It's hard to say though. Anyway, let's head on to game 2 and see how we go. Okay, I don't think we want the Lightning Storm. I don't want any of these heavy drops. I don't think the Lightning Storm helps very much against any variant of Mage. But this isn't great either. Although the Crackle can be... what am I removing with the Crackle? Probably a... okay, I'll bait out your coin if you're up to using it. Probably... The only thing I'd be using Crackle on would be a Mana Worm. Or against a turn 3 Flame Waker. Interesting. Interesting. Control Priest. What is going on? I'm not crackling a Zombie Chow, but I may actually send in the Clockwork Gnome. If I don't send in the Clockwork Gnome, I'm taxing your turn 2 ping. I think that's okay to tax your ping. Especially since the Stone Claw protects the little mech dude. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna have to play a tempo fast here. There's not much of a choice here. A Lightning Bolt. No, Lightning Bolt's too slow. A Zombie Chow and a Mage. I wonder what you're playing at. You could even be playing like a super heavy control Freeze Mage, so you don't mind giving them a bit of health with the Zombie Challenge. You just don't play them in the late game. And it ensures you start quickly enough. Maybe. It's hard to say. But with a Loot Hoarder, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Okay, we'll just push out the Shredder. Grab the heal. There was merit to clearing the Loot Hoarder. Yeah, there was merit to clearing the Loot Hoarder so that I could have cashed in the heal later on. And the heal is actually quite relevant against a Mage. That's usually why you don't run Zombie Chow and Mage, I guess, because so often you know, against opponents you end up like Fireball, Frostbolt for 9 damage, or Fireball, Frostbolt for 15 damage on turn 10. Oh, it's a sheep. Interesting. Do I have to play a tempo heal bot? No. Thank you. Thank the heavens. I don't have to do a tempo heal bot. Although, Yeah, I think this is better. This develops much more power on the board. Tempo Healbot heals me for nothing, is a 3/3. Knife Juggler Totem is a 3/4 worth of stats. So, okay, that's fine. I'm not concerned about the Doomsayer. I'm not going to spend any removal on the Doomsayer. I don't think I should. You're running torches. Yeah, this is... And sheep, though. Would you run sheep in a dedicated Freeze Mage? Anyway, it's my board is not... The thing is, if my board was more valuable, if you hadn't sheeped my Shredder, I might have considered protecting my board with Crackle and lightning Bolt. But a board full of totems is not really worth... A, not worth Doomsayering, and B, not worth protecting against Doomsayer. So I don't know what you were planning there. Here we go. This is a much better lightning bolt target, and I may even just tempo Healbot here if we don't pick up any other plays. Okay, is this Reno with one Doomsayer? I really have no idea. Okay, this is pretty good. So we can Horse Rider, Pyro. Pyro's not going to do much in this matchup, I believe. I'll go Lightning Bolt first because I don't want to accidentally Pyro my own board. So here we are, and this is an acceptable board, I believe, and it's not too much threat, and it's, you know, I don't think this is a dedicated Freeze Mage. I don't think you run Unstable. Actually, although the Unstable comes from the Ethereal Conjurer. That's something I should have been keeping an eye on. So you didn't put the Unstable in your list. It could still be a Freeze Mage, although I believe Conjurer, you'd probably be running... I don't know if Conjurer belongs in a Freeze Mage. Let me find out. Do Freeze Mages run Conjurer? I'm pretty sure Freeze Mages don't run... Ooh, that's scary. I'm pretty sure Freeze Mages don't run... whatchamacallit? Don't run Zombie Chow. But you never know. Okay. Do I hope for a high Crackle? No. But what else am I doing against this? A high Crackle, I think it's I think it's asking too much to hope for a high Crackle. We play the Sunwalker because there's nothing much else to do. I don't really want to expose the Stormwind Champ to the Rag. Yeah, so the Ethereal Conjurer into Unstable Portal into Rag. That's a pretty good draw. That may be too much value to come back from, but you never know. I might pick up a Hex in the next turn. Or the Rag hits face. That'd be a very good... The best outcome here is Rag hitting face. Okay, so you're going to ping... Okay, you're going to ping off this. That's fine. And a Fireball. Wow, okay. Fireball to remove my Sunwalker. And a Knight. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a Reno in here. Okay, I can take that. We have the Healbot to take one Rag hit. I think I just Healbot Totem. Because the Sen'jin doesn't actually protect me from anything. Okay, this Rag is going to be a... Basically, I'm waiting on Hex. And we do have 2 Hexes, so I don't know. The Rag is probably just going to end the game for him. And it's like you didn't even put the Rag in your list. So hey, you know, you win off a lucky Unstable from a Ethereal Conjurer. You know, these things happen. That's a bit of Discover as well. Okay. Okay. Although we can Shieldmaster, Totem Shieldmaster Argus. Okay. Okay. I'm still playing Rag Roulette, as Trump calls it, and basically developing as many minions as possible so that the Rag ideally hits the least valuable minion, and it buys me time to draw into a Hex. But I think the amount of value that my opponent has gotten from the Rag, the discounted Rag actually, I think that may just be enough to end the game. But you never know, you never know. I won't call it over till it's over. There's a Flame Strike, okay. Ping hit, okay, and another 8 damage to the face. Okay, I really do need that Hex. Or Drake into Hex, or something else that will draw me into Hex. Okay, Pyro into... Okay, we got to try for it then. I got a Pyro Totem. Actually, I can Pyro Coolant. And then Totem Crackle. Okay. I have to remove this thing, and if I don't remove this thing, the game's over. Okay, it's not. Okay, I have to hope for 6. If we don't get 6, then I'm done. No, we're done. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. It's just desperation. I could have just Pyro Totem, I guess, but okay. I don't think I would play that. I don't think I would play Spellslinger with such a, because if you have the info that I can't deal with the rag, I don't think I would I would take the risk of how do you say? I don't think I would run that RNG risk. But maybe you feel you're so far ahead that it doesn't matter, and perhaps you are so far ahead. I do want to find that Hex. Okay, there's the Lightning Storm. The Lightning Storm, we can actually get a full board clear if we get really, really lucky. So we're not fully out of this yet. Ooh, we got really, really lucky. Okay. But it may be too late because we're dead to Fireball, or even, you know, like, just a number of things. Arcane Intellect into, you know, Fireball, Frostbolt, Ice Lance. These things will... Okay, you're running double Slinger. Interesting. And I think both my heals have been used, so we're just waiting for the Fireball draw. Yeah, we're just waiting for the Fireball draw. The Demon Fire is actually quite useful because I can clear the Earthen Ring. Okay, which means I can't play the Stormwind. Dark Whispers, okay. Okay. Now, the question is, do I want to Dark Whispers? I can't even Dark Whispers the Abusive. Okay, I have to Dark Whispers the... now, do I want the 5 Wisps or the big minion? I think we go with the big minion. Probably get killed by BGH, but the 5 Wisps probably gets taken out by, you know, some sort of... I mean, you're running Arcane... I think you ran Arcane Explosion. Okay, that's fine. Now, we're still trying to dodge the Fireball draw. That's the problem. We took like 4 rag hits to the face. It's very unlikely that I get out of this, but you never know. Now, I'll give you the Abusive rather than the Clockwork if it's a mirror entity. No, it's not. Okay. That means we want to Stormwind Champ this guy out of ping range. So it's not a mirror entity. It could be... okay, it could be... Alright. I don't know what sort of list this is. Maybe it's just like a random freeze list. I have no idea. Okay, and we are done unless I pick up a taunt. Even with the taunt, I think. Oh no, the taunt blocks the Thalnos. Okay, we're still in this. We're still in this because the Thalnos plus ping won't take out the 1/3. So we're still in this, although, you know, the inevitable Fireball or Torch Draw will end us. Okay, or the Flame Strike, or, you know, Blizzard. Okay, there it is. We're done. Okay. Yeah, it's those. It was those like 3. It was like the freebie, you know, the 3 or 4 rag hits that took to the face. There's not much you can do about that. Just RNG. That's just part of the game, I guess, and it feels a little bad when you lose. Because, you know, it feels like it's out of your control, but sometimes you get wins that are out of your opponent's control, so, you know, it goes both ways. Alright, next game. Okay, Hex. I don't think Hex is a worthwhile keep against a mage. I mean, unless you unstable portal into another rag. And I don't think Healbot, I think it's too premature to ask for the Healbot keep against a mage. Yeah. I think against any variant of mage, you want to start a little faster. If you fall behind, you're just going to die to the board pressure against tempo mage or mech mage, and you don't actually want the Healbot that early. I think you don't want the Healbot until Alexstrasza comes down against Freeze Mage. But at that point, you're probably dead anyway because you've probably there are likely to have been like at least 1 tick on the finishing combo of the Freeze Mage. Anyway, let's see what mage this is. I wonder if... Are these eggs meant to resemble chocolate eggs? Because they very much do remind me of chocolate eggs. Anyway. I'm sure it was somewhat intentional. Now, also, I wonder. Okay, the knife juggler. I think I just go knife juggler because then I can go. Yeah, turn. Then I can go coin maiden. Yep. I'm happy for the knife juggler to absorb some removal. I wonder if there are any Easter eggs to do with this rag hammer. This is one of the cooler battlefields. I think because of what you can do, what you can summon using the runes. Okay, I didn't get anything there. There we are. So we have. I wonder if clicking on the runes has any effect on what it is that comes out. Let me see if we can get rid of this little guy. Okay. What about left and right? No, that doesn't. Okay. This came from unstable, so there's no guarantee this is a mech mage. It's just what you got out of your unstable. What are you playing at? A left right. Okay, left right brings back the hammer, I guess. Now we want to coin maiden first because it has a chance of clearing the Annoyatron with the juggle. Now I think if we don't get the clear, I don't think there we go, very good. We get the freebie clear. Although now the knife juggler can be pinged, but that's fine. Just the middle one. Let's see what the middle rune gives us. This guy again. Okay, there's the flame wake. Huh? So this is a tempo mage. Oh, lucky. Is this worth a lightning storm? I don't think so. I think I wait for turn. I think I wait for you to develop more stuff. Honestly, I don't think this is worth a lightning storm. Ooh, no, I don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna push in. One of the good things actually about Shaman, and I didn't realize this recently, is how good Shaman is against Knife Juggler and Flame Waker classes, because you have these random totems that absorb the random bolts. It's a little bit better than having your straight up minions absorb it, because these are like freebie. They're like sort of freebie minions, and you like for the health cost. For the two mana costs, or for the usual 2 mana cost of Totemic Call, you get a 2 health minion. And when it comes to blocking, Flamewaker shots and Knife Juggler shots, the health is what really matters. So the 2 mana minion is actually really, really useful against heavy Flamewaker builds and things like that. Okay. Ooh, now we have a clear. Yep. We do have a clear. I think I do go for the clear. Even though it blocks my Drake turn. Do I go for the clear actually? Do I go for the clear? It's so mana inefficient actually to go for the clear. Okay, let's go for Drake actually, because then we still have the Lightning Storm option. Now I'm not clearing your Mad Scientist. I've explained this before, but if you leave the Mad Scientist up, if you leave it up for your opponent to clear on their turn, they'll always draw a card. They'll draw an extra card before being able to clear. And if you get really lucky, their hand may be full of secrets, and the Mad Scientist may whiff. That's usually the thinking behind that. And plus, the 2 attack isn't super threatening. I don't think. Okay, there we go. Here's the Lightning Storm play that I'm looking for. Okay, you're pushing into. You're really overextending here. And if you don't clear, okay. Now, the issue is if it's a... Can I afford to have the Lightning Storm be counterspelled? I think it's okay, because I can still get, I can still clear with the Drake and Horse Rider. Okay. And it didn't get counterspelled, so we're pretty lucky there. And that was a really, really strong straight up. Very strong. Okay, let's just see what this is. I'm tempted. I don't think I'll develop a minion into. I'm sensing this is I'm sensing this to be mirror entity. Although, okay, yeah, because there wasn't a death rattle secret, and it wasn't spell based. I mean, it could be a spellbender, but I'm sensing mirror entity, and it's not a death rattle secret. I'm pretty sure it's mirror entity. Okay, I've got a mad sigh, second mad sigh. Now we got 5 mana. Like an Argus. Yeah. I think this is fine because I can clear the mirror entity Argus with my healing totem. Okay, and we take out the Loatheb. Yep. And we get a freebie clear on the defender, and a heal up on the healing totem. That was a pretty strong turn. Yeah. So luckily I guessed correctly about the mirror entity. Cards like Argus, one of the best to use against mirror entity. Or abusive, there's cheapo 1-drops that gain a majority of their benefit from their battle cries or their battle cry effects. Okay, you're gonna trade in. That's fine. Do we go Might of Stormwind? Might of Stormwind, or I can go Fire Ellie Totem. I think Fire Ellie Totem makes sense. Yep. Might of Stormwind works well with Argent Horse Rider. Okay. And I'm not giving you the tempo. I'm not giving you the secret tempo. I'm leaving that thing up. Just like before, same logic. We want to give the mage as many chances to whiff on that secret draw from these mad scientists as possible. There's some pretty long games today. So let's just see how this one turns out. Okay, let's get rid of you. What is the middle? No, you're not leaving. Okay, let's just try the middle rune. Fireball. That's good, actually. That's good that the Stormwind champ is actually protected from the fireball. Okay, so we get a horsey in the middle rune. Left and right is Braghammer, I'm assuming. Okay, we can Pyro Hex. I don't think I need to. I don't think it's big enough for me to Pyro Hex. I think I could even Drake... Just Drake Totem will do. Yeah, Drake Totem will do. And then I'll develop the Clockwork just for a laugh. Okay. We have a lot of Pyro Activators. I'm sure there are bigger cards than a Water Elemental in here. I'm not Pyro Hexing a Water Elemental. It's not worth it. Okay, let's see if we get the Raghammer with left and right. No, it's not. It appears to be random. Okay, interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. It's a tempo mage that you didn't draw into your card draw mechanics. I think that's just what happened. You didn't get your card draw from the tempo mage stuff. Okay, now we can Stormwind Horse Rider because that gives me a very neat clear on the Mana Worm. Yep. And plus brings this out of ping range. Brings both of my minions out of ping range actually. Yeah. So just the level of mid game, late game value in my list, and just plus I think my mage opponent whiffed on both of the unstable portals, and that was a bit of a disappointment, I guess. Yeah. Okay, but the thing is, maybe you get a. Okay, that's intelligent because you want to pull the secret out of your list and then draw and then go for the card draw. If that's an arcane intellect, that is. Okay. What is this? Is it a mirror entity? Assuming mirror entity. What do I want to do? You've already seen one mirror entity. I think it's okay to assume a second. Okay, let's see what we find. No, it's not a mirror entity. It could be a death rattle secret. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this. Ooh, that's a little unlucky. But I think I still play it safe. Okay, so it's not a death rattle. It's not a mirror entity. It's not a death rattle secret. It's not a mirror entity. Is it a spellbender? Or it could be an ice block. I doubt you would run ice block in a mage like this. I'm confused, but you know, we'll see what happens. Okay, the issue is if this is an ice block, then okay, there's the mirror entity. We can actually go for some pyro. Oh no, it's okay. I don't think we need to. I can double pyro to get through this. Okay, no, you just conceded. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what was going on with your list. There was some sort of random value list that just didn't curve out, had no card draw. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Okay. And we're sitting... Oh, I think I can squeeze in one more game. It's that game was very slow and ponderous, so let's go do one more. Okay, versus Warrior. Do I want to keep the Horse Rider? What am I charging against a 2-drop? What 2 or 3 drop am I charging? Warriors don't tend to play a lot of 2 health minions. On turn 2, you usually play Winax. But then again, the Horse Rider does good work against... it's just good board. It's just a good board presence, but I think I prefer to roll for a Scarlet Crusader, or just more early game, which we didn't get. That's fine. The Hex may be useful against a Control Warrior, and don't know. Let's just see how we go. Okay. Ooh, question is: do I want a totem or do I want a gnomish? Because I don't have a turn 3 play, I think I can afford the totem, because turn 3 is probably going to be Clockwork and then totem. This is actually the best totem to get. It does so much work against warriors and their weapons. Okay, and then we can start building our totem empire. Do I want to develop the pyro actually? No, we have pyro hex in hand. It's a very strong combo. May not work for us very well in the late game. And also, I don't have a turn 4 play. I could very easily pyro totem as well. Okay, coining out a Death Spite.
Do you have the artifact?
Oh, it's a... Okay. It's a monkey warrior. It's a fatigue monkey warrior? Something like that. Do I want to develop the pyro? You coined out the Elise, so there's no brawl this turn. I think I do need to develop the pyro just to not fall too far behind. And I think I need to be aggressive against the monkey warrior as well. I think I do need to be aggressive against the monkey warrior, because they're playing the value control game. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I think the Valiant is actually better saved until turn 7. So... Drake? I don't need the cards? The totems will be really nice, actually, yeah. Rolling another Taunt totem will be really, really nice. And we didn't get it, but I think it was worth a try. Yeah, I don't have much experience playing against fatigue warriors. Like, monkey fatigue warriors. I guess we'll see what happens. And plus this thing is good against... Okay, so... Oh, wow. You can't shield slam off without armoring up. Okay. Maybe you just... Did you just net deck this warrior list and did you buy it from... Come on, man. You can't make... You're rank 14. You can't make that sort of mistake. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to preserve the Divine Shield of the Crusader, because it's going to be very useful against whirlwind effects and things like that. And you actually spent that final charge. That's interesting. Which means that this thing is protected from... This thing is protected from... say, whirlwind execute. Or... No, it's protected from weapon hit execute. So you're going to have to do something else, such as whirlwind execute. Or Yeah, a number of things. Okay. I don't think there will be patrons in this list. I think I'm going to hedge against patrons in this list. Okay, I think I have to push out with the Thunderbluff Valiant. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we got. Would have been much nicer to get the taunt, but that's okay. You have to deal. He's got to deal 6 damage to his own face to clear this. There may be an execute for the Valiant, but oh, okay, interesting. So he's okay. So he's gonna double execute, I guess. Execute. Okay, there's one. Is there a second? Okay, execute. Okay, interesting. That's a lot of your premium removal gone. Plus 1 shield slam that was wasted. So pretty happy to see that. We don't have the Pyro Hex anymore, but we do have Knife Juggler Hex into, like, looking for stuff, I guess. Yeah. I don't think a Fatigue Warrior actually does very well against Shaman, just because of the turn-by-turn value that the Shaman gets. Okay. I think I go Knife Juggler, Shield Master, Totem. Or do I want to play it slower? Because we might get Brawled. I think that if you had Brawl, you would have Brawled that turn instead of executing, playing that sort of awkward turn. So let's overextend, because I think this is our best way to win. There's probably a Reno. Actually, no, I don't sense a Reno, because you had double execute. Although execute may be one of those cards that's worth playing against, like, you know, putting 2 of in your list, because it's such a high value card. It's very hard to say. So I'm hedging that you don't have Brawl, because you went double execute on my 2 big minions. Hopefully that comes out right. And if you can't remove this board, I think we've won. How much are we looking at? We're looking at 11 plus another 3, which is 13. If you armor up, I can't quite finish you. Okay. But I'm sensing no Brawl. Cold Light. You can Cold Light into Brawl? That would be very strong, actually. Okay, Sludge. I think... No, the Sludge saves you. Actually, no, because the Argus... Yeah, we're done. Because... Okay, yeah, we're done. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. We're done. What am I... I'm just gone crazy. I've just gone crazy. Yeah. The Hex Argus did a lot of work. Yeah, I don't know what quite happened there with that warrior list. We just seem to be running into people who, I don't know, maybe the decks aren't optimized, or we're expecting a slower metagame. But, you know, just by virtue of this list being very restricted in what cards it can have, I do have to play high value early mid game, and that sometimes is enough to run over certain classes, I guess, and certain deck archetypes. Well, you know, probably good to see. I wonder what are the favored matchups of the Monkey Warrior. And I'll do a bit of research and see what it is. Probably good against things like I don't know, actually, because it seemed like my opponent had so little board control, but that could have just been a bad draw. Probably good against maybe just Freeze Mage. Probably too slow against the other meta decks. Anyway, did pretty well tonight. So we went 1, 2. I think we went 3 and 1. So I'll record that win. Okay, so let's finish up there. Thanks in advance, guys, for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I do this for love. Any gestures of appreciation mean a lot. And hope you're enjoying the Shaman climb. It's going much further than I thought it would be. If I'm very optimistic, we might even make 10 by the end of the month. But that's very optimistic. I don't expect to go any further than I've already gone today. You know, we could just get stomped consecutively. Anyway, I'll be back with some more Budget Shaman ladder climbing shortly. Until then, this is No Dust signing off.